Hi everyone, how are you guys doing? We're here for the paint night. So we've got Joe on the panel tonight.
Hi,
She's going
everyone.
she's gonna help with the chat. Oh, and Annie's here, so anyone who can is ready to paint. Can you can you hear that echo now?
No, I do not.
Okay. I can, you can't, that's good. Oh, you know what? I know where it's coming from. There it's gone. Okay.
Okay. Say hi,
My
Herb, Beth, Steve, Annie. Hi,
okay.
hi to everyone. I need to put this on all chat.
Yeah, so everyone's been trying to figure out what am I going to teach you how to paint. Hold on, I gotta grab something. So,
How many of you in the chat are going to be painting?
yes, how many of you are going to paint? I think Annie is. I hope. And if Jess is in the chat, hopefully she will be. She has all of her stuff. So I hope more people are. And if not, if you watch it later, that you can do it then. So let me get started quickly so that we can get going. I'm going to do step by step, but I want you guys to try and figure out before I start, what do you think I would show you how to do?
I already told you, mountains in a
You said
waterfall.
mountains and a waterfall. Okay,
Beth is going to attempt it, and Annie says there's not enough light.
that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay, Annie. You can watch and then you can do it later. Oh, and we've got John here as well. Hello, John.
Hey,
Hello,
John.
everybody. How's it going? Hey,
So,
Joe.
Are you painting tonight, John?
No, I thought I would just join and finish coloring if I could.
you can.
My project.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
I'm
thanks.
crocheting and reading chat, so why not?
That's totally fine. Okay, so I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. On the thumbnail, I said fall. Then a certain person gave me an idea last night when I was on another panel of what I should do. So, any ideas?
Well,
Okay, now we're okay. It's fall. Okay,
I know
changing leaves.
we discussed burying
What?
animals.
Well, no, it's not going to be animals. What is associated? Okay, that's hard. What flower is associated to today?
Poppies.
So I'm going to do a poppy. I'm going to teach you guys how to paint a poppy. I know you're doing poppies as well.
Yes,
Oh,
I am.
who else is here? Let's see. Oh, there's Jess. Awesome.
Hey, Jeff. Made
Okay,
it.
so I'm going to move me over there, and then I'm going to do this. Okay, so we're doing poppies. Yes. So you don't have to spray down your canvas. I am going to just very lightly, just because my canvas, for some reason, this one's a little rough. And if you spray it down, the paint flows over it a little bit.
And what do you spray it with?
I just sprayed it with a little bit of water that I keep in this perfume bottle,
So
old
it's
perfume
scented water. Nice.
bottle. Okay, so I have the blue and the white and the yellow, and then I have the red and the black. I decided I would go with just the white, the black, and the primary colors so that I could show you how to mix your colors when needed, because we are going to need a little bit of orange and we're going to need some green. So we're going to have to make our own green. So if you want to get on your palette, let's do a little bit of a background. So let's get some white and some black on your palette. You don't need very much black for what we're doing right now. And you're going to grab your 1 inch chippy brush, which mine is really old. You can see lots of rust. I've had it for 30, 40 years. So you're just going to grab some white and some black, and you're going to start just kind of doing a little bit, and you want more white than anything. And you're only doing the around the edges. And I just go back and forth. The more you mix, the lighter it becomes, as long as you have enough white. And I go through a lot of white. That's why I buy white in gallon jugs.
Probably cheaper that way, isn't it?
What?
Isn't it cheaper that way?
Yes. I buy my black. I used to buy my black that way, but I didn't use it fast enough. So it got all watery. So I just decided to stop. So as you can see, it's kind of a light gray around the edges. And because our poppy is going to be right here in the center. Now, I always put my brushes in water, but tonight I'm going to have to reuse some of my brushes, so I'll wash them out. But this one we will not use again. So you can just plop it in your water. Okay, now we're going to take our angle brush. I have several different ones, but this is the one I chose to use tonight. That's going to give you that really chiseled edge. I do have a couple of other ones. Let's see. I have like this one that has a chiseled edge as well. I have a few others. I have little tiny ones too. Like, let's see if I can find it. So I have this one that's a little bit smaller, and I even have a smaller one than that that I use. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your red on your palette. Okay. And then you're going to want to load both sides of your brush. So let me see, make sure you guys can see this. So I go one side a couple of times and then I flip it over back and forth. What that does is that gives me paint loaded on both sides of the paintbrush. And what we're going to do is we're going to use first the end of the tip, and we're just going to go like right here, and we're just going to go just a squiggly line. And everybody can do a squiggly line. And once you're done with your squiggly line, then you're going to turn your chisel and you're just going to go like that. And then you're going to take this one on this side and you're going to use your paintbrush on an angle and more of the tip, and you're just going to be going just like this. And that's your first petal. So we just pull down the paint because we're not worrying about shadows and highlights yet. We'll get to that. And that's your first petal. And we're going to come back to that. We're going to let that dry as we're working on other things. So then you load your paintbrush again, and you're going to start like right here, and you're going to go just like this, just like that. And then you're going to use your chisel again. And you're just going to kind of do a little.
Don't give up, Beth.
And then you're going to fill this one in.
Beth says I'm already behind, giving up.
Don't give up. You can always watch and then come back and do it.
Don't give up,
So there's your two petals, your first two petals.
Yeah, that's what you say.
Then this is kind of, you're going to add a little tiny bit of black to your red paint. Not very much, just enough to get a little bit of a shaded, like a darker red for your shade. Because what you're going to do is you're going to come, say this is the center, and you want to be off the center, and you're going to go up a straight line. And then you're going to go with your little tip again of your point, and you're just going to go like this.
What are we just going like?
Huh?
I said, what are we going like?
We're going
Like
like
this.
one. You're just going up. So you're going down and then a squiggle, and then you're going to go up. What that's going to do is that's going to give you another petal, but this isn't going to be, it started overlapping. So you will have to have a shadow. So then you're going to take your tip again, and you're going to make like a point like this. And then you're going to go swoop back down. Now you don't want to fill this in with all that dark color. So you're going to want to go back into your straight red and fill that in. And it's okay if you paint over what was behind it, because that's part of the way you paint. You paint over stuff that you've already painted to make it look real. So when you're done with that, we're going to go. See, this isn't all of this paint. Oh, you're still on the gray? I'm sorry, Beth. This isn't the whole petal. We're going to finish adding the petal, but we're going to add some white to your red. So you see how I'm doing that? I just grab the red, put it over here, pull some white down into it. And what I'm going to do is, like, this is part of the petal, and we're going to finish this petal. So we're going to go like this. Oops. Okay. And then I'm going to take the paint and I'm going to pull it in like lines into it. See? And we'll go back in and add. Huh?
You make it look so easy, Connie.
Thank you. It's been lots of practice. Okay, so we're going to go with a much darker red. So we've got to add some more black into this. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want to disturb all this red because I'm going to need it. So I'm just going to grab some of the red over here, add some of the black, and we're going to get a really dark red. That's a little too dark. We're going to have to add a lot more red.
Oops.
Hmm?
I said, oopsie.
Oh, that always happens. Or I have to add. Black overtakes things if you're not careful. Okay, that's a much better color. See, it's like almost a rust color. Okay, so now we're going to start right here, And we're just going to go. So like a little zigzag.
I
And
love
then-
the sound effect.
What?
I like the sound effect.
And then you're going to go on an ant. You're going to go straight out like this. And then you're going to, I'm going to start right here because I can, and I'm just going to zigzag to here. And then you're going to fill this in. Because we're just putting in the base colors. And we'll come back and do our highlights and our low lights. Okay. Now, I want this to be a little bit more red. So I'm going to take some of this other red with the same paintbrush. And I'm making it lighter over here. I don't want it as light as it was, but I don't want it as dark as it was. I'm sorry, Beth. I try to go slow. I really do. But I don't know. So you're going to step right here and you're going to go like this and fold it in. And then you're going to grab this. So it's coming here at the tip. And then you're going to fill that in.
I think it's a little.
And because of the different shades, you can clearly see every petal. But we're not done yet. Because now we got to put another petal in. This is going to be another dark one. So we're going to go back to this dark color. But first, we're going to lay this down. We have something else we got to do. Oops. We have something else to do before we do this one. We're going to grab.
There's more.
What?
But wait, there's more.
We're going to grab. I don't know if I told you which one I told you to get. They're kind of the same. This is there. It's a point. And then I have the smaller one. I'm going to go with this one because I think this is the one I told you guys to get. Like this. And you're going to grab white. Okay. Just straight white. And what you're going to do is you're going to put it right to your canvas right here. And you're going to pull up. What that's going to do is it's going to give you, poppies are lighter color in the center. So it's going to give you that light color. And you have this little tiny point at the end so you can get those little sharp edges as you go. So every one of these is going to have that except for this one and the one we haven't done yet. They won't have the white. So I'm just going through here and I'm going to, this one doesn't have much. It has a little bit right here, but this one has a lot more. Okay. And then we'll go over and do this one. Trying to make it where you guys can see. And that's going to give you your highlight, your center highlight on your poppy. And then this one. Now this one's going to be weird looking because this is not the way that it looks, the way you think this petal is going to look. This petal is going to be curled. So I'm going to show you how to make it look like it's curled. So you're going to get your white. And you're going to take on your little point. And you are going to go just like this. And I'm making like a little oval right there. Then I'm going to grab some more. And we're going to highlight right here. What that's going to do, once we put the darker, we're going to put some darker red right there. That's going to make it look like it is curled. It's all in the shading. Okay? Everyone's so quiet. Are you guys still there?
Yes,
Okay. I'm like, I know I get really quiet when I normally paint. I get super quiet. So I'm just going back through and I'm doing some more highlights. Okay. Now this one here needs to be brighter red in the center. It's not quite dry yet, and I'm not going to use the hair dryer because I didn't tell you guys to have a hair dryer. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the other petal, the petal we haven't done yet. So I'm washing this paintbrush off. So if I need it again, it's clean. And what I do is you take your paintbrush in your water and you touch the bottom and you really like scrub it back and forth. And that disperses all the paint out of it. There's no paint left in it, the paintbrush at all. But I will wash them with soap and water when I'm done. So let's go back to this paint, your chiseled edge paintbrush. Load that with that dark color. And then I'm going to use your point again. And you're going to do a little ruffle right here. And then you're going to pull down. And then you
and Miss
are
County,
going...
don't want to interrupt, but I gotta head out, and I will
Okay.
finish my flower and
Okay.
post it
You
on my
watch.
community tab.
Yeah, watch the replay, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so now there is the other petal, and we'll do some more shadow on that. But I'm going to be finished with this paintbrush, so I'm just going to stick it in my water and leave it there because I'm not going to touch it again. We're not going to use that one again. Now we're going to go with our smaller, actually we're going to go with our round. I have 2 rounds. I think I put 2 rounds on there, so I'm just going to use the one that's got the smallest chiseled edge, so I'm going to go with this one. What we're going to do is we're going to put some some black on some of these edges. So I'm just going to put some black because the poppies have, a lot of them have darker edges. And you're probably going, Connie, you're missing something in the center. We'll get to it. And we don't have our stem yet either. We'll get to that too. So we're just going to put a little bit of black. That's going to help with our definition of the petals.
No.
Okay. Now this is what's going to help this petal look like it's rolled. I'm going to grab the little tiny paintbrush really quick, and I'm going to get it in the black, and I'm going to I'm going to follow this around, and
Oh, I like that, John.
Huh?
I'm looking at John's Remembrance.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
Well, I finished my poppies. Sorry, I was way ahead of you, though.
I know. So I'm just putting some black definitions in here.
Are you listening to her? You put black definitions. And you go up from the center and put white streaks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said.
So I'm just kind of outlining this, sort of with the black, because poppies have a lot of black on them. This one is not going to get any black though, but this one is. Just on some of the edges, not all of them. Okay. Now this one and this new one that I did, it's a little wet, but it does need some definition. This is actually like a petal that is folded in half almost. So I need to put the darkness through the center as well as out on the edge. Okay. All right, now we're going to go back to doing some more white. And I may need this paintbrush, so I'm cleaning it. So I can go back. If I need the other one, I'll grab it too. Okay. So while this dries, we're going to go on to the stem, and then we'll get to the center. So I don't have a green. The stem's supposed to be green. So I need to make a green, right? That's why I have a yellow, and that's why I have a blue. So we're going to go just a little dot of red, and we're going to do a little dot of green. Actually, I do need that little paintbrush back. Oh, come on. There we go. So I'm going to grab this paintbrush back that I put in the water. As you can see, there's no paint on my brush. There's no paint on my paper towel. It's clean.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
water.
Yellow and blue for green. Yep.
Yep. So I'm just going to use this little paintbrush, and I'm just going to mix it and make my green. And let me show you what my green looks like so you can see it. See that I'm just making the green. And we've got green. So you're going to want to load your brush, but you're going to want it to be so it's straight like this. And what we're going to do is we're just going to touch right here and pull it down. That's it.
It's like
And
magic.
then, yeah, it's magic. Now, stems are not straight green. So we have to put a highlight in them. What do you think the highlight should be?
Yellow.
Yes. I'm going to wash this again, my paintbrush again. And then I'm going to get some more yellow and just put the little tiny bit of yellow. And then I'm going to use, what you're going to do is you want to get a little tiny bit of yellow on the very tip of your brush. I don't know if you can see that. And you're going to put it on this side of the paint, of this. You don't want it on the inside, because that's where our highlight's coming. So you just want to go with a little bit of yellow. You're almost mixing it into green, which is going to give you like a lime green. And I just very carefully just do it just little bits at a time so that I'm not gobbing a bunch of yellow. We'll come back and add some more in a minute. But let's go back to the poppy now. And we are going to grab this paintbrush. Whoops. This paintbrush. The little square. And we're going to grab some white and load it in on your brush so it's completely full. And you're going to dab in the center. Okay. Once that's done, you clean it again. And you are going to grab a little bit of black. And you're going to dab in the center, just on the edge of the center. You don't want it to be like a straight line. And I know some of this is, I'm not putting it on all this. I'm going to add more to the actual petals, because you only want your center to be like a circle, or not a circle, like a rectangle. Okay. Once you get that done, then you're going to clean your brush again. And you're going to add some of that, you're going to grab some of that yellow. Not heavy on your brush, just lightly. And you're just going to kind of bounce it in there, in the center. It's going to give you the yellow center of your poppy. Okay, we're going to leave that alone. And we're going to go back to this paintbrush here. And I'm going to grab some red. And we're going to pull this up so that this petal is not just sitting there saying, hey, what the heck? I got left white. And then I'm going to grab some white. Okay. Now we need to work on this one. This is dark, but we want it to be bright red over the dark, which is going to give it the definition. So we're going to put some more red on all of it. So I want to grab some more red because I've pretty much used up all that other just straight red that I had. So we're going to use this paintbrush now again. And you're just going to grab it. You don't go to the edge. You just pull down or pull up. What you're going to get is the brighter petals. Sometimes you have to go over it more than once because red is very translucent. And it's hard to get good coverage. Also, what is translucent is yellow and orange. That's why if you see me paint a lot of stuff with yellow and orange, I always add white first. So that gives me a foundation to the red is darker. I also have this other red that I use a lot. This one here. The problem with this one is it takes on a pink tone, a really bright pink tone, or sometimes almost a purple tone, and that's not the color we're going for. So see how much redder these are now? And you're just going around anywhere where you don't, so you're not covering up the white, but it's okay. If you cover up some of the white, we'll go back anyway. And put more red. That's why you're using this, so that you can pull it down right into the white. If you go over, it's okay. You can just add them back. You ever watch me paint? I go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And yeah, that's why. See, this one was really pink. And now I'm adding just some like little stripes of red into there. Uh-oh, we've lost some people off
I
the...
know this. It's us again.
Yeah. John probably had a phone call or something. How
Could
many
be.
people? We've got 5 people still in here. That's good. Don't want to chase everybody off. Okay, how's this looking?
Oh, that's great.
And I just go over it over and over and over again until I get it exactly the way I want it to look, because I don't always like it right off. I hardly ever like it right off. I almost always have to go back and add more, hide some stuff that I don't like. Now, the only thing that I didn't have you guys do is bring an old toothbrush, which I just didn't think any of you guys would really have an old toothbrush. That's why I didn't tell you. But I won't use a toothbrush because you guys don't have a toothbrush. But I'm going to add some more pink, more of this red onto this. We really want it to be a brighter color than what it is. As well as, actually, I'm going to make a pink. Because I want this one to be a little bit lighter. Because the paint is wet, I can mix it right in and get the exact color that I want to use. And through the years, I've learned how to make a lot of brushes do a lot of the same things. So, all right, so we're going to go, I'm going to clean that, and we're going to go back to the stem. And with this paintbrush, and we're going to add a little bit more of that yellow on the edge. So it looks more like an actual stem because it's got the highlight. Okay, now we're going to dirty, what I call dirty this up. I know it's a weird way of saying it, but poppies don't look like this in the center. They got to be dirtier. So what I'm going to use is this little tiny brush again that I've been using. Normally I would use a tiny, tiny one, but I didn't tell you guys to get a tiny, tiny one. So, and we're going to use the black, and we're just going to dip the black in and get it on the just the tip. And we're just going to start pouncing around. And into the white, out onto the red. So you're only going to leave a little bit of the white. Or not the white, the yellow. Like this. Okay. Now, see these rough edges here? I don't really like them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back with this darker red. And I'm just going to clean these up because they don't look defined enough. And just pull that paint in. The same with this one. There we go. That looks a little better. Does that look like a puppy to you?
It does.
Okay. And I want to pick up some more of that. I want this one to be just a tiny bit wider. We're going to put this one a little bit. Now that this paint underneath is pretty much dry, I can add more of the highlight and it won't mix in to the paint below it. Oh, and I didn't. I thought I put my arm in paint and I didn't. You always ask me, how do you not get paint in your... I do occasionally get a little bit of paint on my, like my arm here, but not always. I still am not happy with how dark this one is, so I'm going to grab some more red.
It's not dark enough.
No, it's too dark.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to put some more. Like I said, this is red is so translucent that it's hard to get a really strong red.
Oh, if it's too dark, can't you put some white with it?
White will turn it to pink.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't want it to be pink, so I just want it to be a deeper red. And I can't use that other red that I have because it will turn it pink. So I'll just have to layer the red over it, over and over, to get the really deep red. But it's starting to come around. And I don't mind some dark. I just don't want it to be, all dark. I want more brightness to it. Just like a lot of these ones are brighter. But I'm looking at it, and it's definitely starting to look like a poppy. Like this one, I want some more of that bright pink. Oh, fly, get away, get away, get away. Oh, I hate flies. One time I was painting, a fly got in here, and it was on my palette, and I smacked it with paint and killed it. I'm like, you
Oh,
get out of my paint. Okay, what do you guys think? I know we've lost a few people. I don't know if Annie's still here. I'm sure Herb is here, and Beth, and maybe Beth. I hope Beth. And then Steve.
yeah, showing we have 4.
Yeah, and I
But
don't
I'm
see
in
any
there.
move.
I'm in there too, though,
Yeah,
so I can read the chat, which no
that's
one's really been
okay.
talking.
So I think that is it. If Annie's still here, thank you, Steve. If Annie's still here, I can show the yarn I got. If she's not, I'll wait and tell her she's got more power,
Yeah.
because I promised her I would show her. So
Well, so Annie, are you here?
she may not be. She might have had to leave. So guys, does this look like a puppy?
I thought you said a puppy. No,
No,
not really.
a puppy. A puppy.
No, no puppy I've ever seen looks like that. Whatever.
And I'm going to sign it like I always do. You guys always know I'm done. Well, I'm not always done when I sign. You guys know that too. Sometimes I decide I have to add something else, but I will sign it. Oh, get off of there. Piece of fuzz. And I will write my name right. I will spell it right.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Because I'm
That was so funny.
paying attention.
That was funny.
I know.
I was like, what the heck? You forgot how to spell your name.
Mm-hmm. Well, my maiden name was Yardley, and this is so it had a Yardley, and so it was like 2 syllables, Yardley, Dunyan, and that's where I got confused. I just wasn't thinking. Of course, I was called Yardstick my whole life till I got married while I was in school. And I'm like, how do you get Yardstick out of Yardley? But whatever.
The yard.
Yeah, my husband was called Funyun Onion because it was Dunyan.
Uh-huh.
So this is finished, and I don't see Annie, so I'm not going to share the... Oh, you know what? I disappeared too. My other vision. Oh, my other vision. my other vision. I'm double vision here. No, my other person, my other camera shut off. But instead, I think I will just turn this camera off. I can figure out how to do that from here. I'm not very good at doing that. I'll just turn this one back on. I don't know why sometimes it shuts off, but it does. It said, try again. Something went wrong. Okay. There we go. Okay. There I am. Okay. Let me show it to you. I mean, I guess you could have seen it before, but I'll show it this way. Oops, wrong way. Woo.
Yeah, that shows it better.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Thank you. So, yeah. Okay. A few things that we have coming up is I have first I've been asked to do a bow and a wreath tutorial. So I think in January we will do that. And then also in January, I'm going to draw a page for everyone to color, and then it's going to be a contest. So I will give you the instructions as we get closer, so you can go on and you can vote for however many there is. You will not know whose they are, and then the person who wins the more votes will get a prize. And I see now I'm going back and I'm painting something else. I should not look at my paintings after I'm done, because now I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I want to do that. Okay, now I'm done. I promise. Okay, so look for that. I'm not going to be going live until, let's see, I'm trying to think. I don't have my calendar in front of me. Let me get my calendar. Let's see if I can look at it. Okay. Well, where'd it go? It disappeared. I put it up and it dropped. Where'd you go? Oh, it doesn't want to show me. Okay, never mind then. So I will leave in my community tab what's going on, when I'll be live next. It won't be on Monday, of course. I normally go live on Thursdays. So it's probably going to be, can't be the week of Thanksgiving. So it'll probably be the Thursday before Thanksgiving. And then I'll see how it goes in December, when I'll be doing my lives in December. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you didn't catch it all, don't worry. Go back and rewatch the replay, and so you can stop it and catch up. I know Beth was having a hard time keeping up with me, so I want everyone to be able to do that, be able to keep up. So thank you, Joe, so much for being here, and it's just too bad that everyone. Yeah, so I guess I will see you guys. I will have a painting up tomorrow night. I haven't even done the painting yet, but I'll do the painting tomorrow morning and get that up, so I'm back on my regular schedule. If I decide I'm not going to, I will put my community tab that I won't have one up until Thursday. It depends on my day tomorrow. If I don't get to it really quick in the morning, then I don't usually get it done. So yeah, but hopefully I will get it done and get that going. And hopefully Annie, I'm just painting something different. Ella, that is totally okay, Beth. You don't have to paint what I paint. You can paint whatever you want. So I'm just glad you like it. Hi, Roberta. We're just about finished. You'll have to go back and watch the replay so you can paint this painting. And this painting will be on sale on my website. And the link is down in the description box. You can buy the original, and you'll be able to buy the a print of it. Good night, Steve. And then
All right.
also, what else was I gonna say? Oh, the greeting cards for Christmas. I had a little bit of a hiccup. I'm hoping to have them by tomorrow or Thursday. They will, if I have them tomorrow, they'll go up for sale tomorrow. If not, it'll be Thursday. And then you can order them. It will be 8 in a set. And so 2 of each, there'll be 4 different images, 2 of each image for $12 or $12.50. I think it's 12 or 12.50. I have it written down. I can't remember which, but plus shipping as well. So, and that probably would only be less than $4 for shipping for something that lightweight. So, yeah, thank you guys all for coming, and I will see you on the next one. You guys have a great night. Thank you, Joe. And this
You're
fly.
welcome.
Flies can drive me crazy. I hate flies. Oh, okay.
Good night,
right.
everyone.
Good night, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.